Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to everyone, wherever you are in this wonderful world of ours. We have to thank the Almighty God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, for giving us that privilege to be alive this morning. And so here we are once again this afternoon. We're here, we bring greetings, and this is our One Academy Zoom call. So we welcome you all on board. We certainly appreciate your being on the call. My name is Brother Noel Emmanuel Jack, and I'm from the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm your host for today with a reminder of why we are here. Our founder, Dr. Ruja Ignatova, has said that we learn today to lead tomorrow. What is One Academy? One Academy is an innovative e-learning platform covering a broad range of topics, including financial areas such as financial analysis, asset management, forex, the stock exchange, cryptocurrency, blockchain protocol technology, and much, much more. Our mission is to provide our students with the guidance and educational materials needed to achieve financial literacy. One Academy was developed by financial experts and academics. It is highly structured and easy to understand. You learn at your own pace and can be part of the future of global financial reset. Our intention is to give you a unique sense of understanding and facts which you can use to enhance your knowledge and daily lives, as well as promote our core product, One Academy, and the benefits of our ecosystem. I encourage you to take copious notes to assist you in your quest to become certified, knowledgeable, and wise business leaders and money management. So it's a beautiful day in Trinidad and Tobago out here in the Caribbean, and the sun is shining brightly on the outside despite the challenges we face locally in the Caribbean and in the international world with the new novel corona COVID-19 virus. We are privileged to be alive today. And with us on this call is one of the leaders in our network here in Trinidad and Tobago. His name is Mr. Eric Alvarez. And a little about him: he's a former police officer, husband, and father. He's a One Life member since November 2016. He's a merchant and he's the CEO of Sunlights Studio. And that's an audiovisual production business. He's also the captain of the Caribbean Dealshaker development team. One of the things that stands out with Mr. Alvarez is his love for helping people, very talented person. And it gives me no greater pleasure than to have this very talented gentleman on our call today. He represents the Dealshaker, and this today is the day we deal with Dealshaker. And we also have a fifth-year merchant coming to the end of this presentation, who is Mrs. Sharon Ali Aziz, who will also be in the call. So, Mr. Alvarez, the call is now over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Noel. Everybody hearing me? Am I being heard?
Loud and clear.
Lovely, lovely. Just making sure. Thank you very much. As you said, Brother Noel, I just love to help people. That's just me. That's just what I love to do. And so my intention here as well with what we are looking to do with Dealshaker. We call this Tuesday Winning with Dealshaker, by the way. So every Tuesday, we want to show you how you can win with Dealshaker. More specifically, last couple of weeks when I was on, I entitled the presentation Coping with COVID. So we can call this Coping with COVID Part 2. So the last one, I showed you some practical ways that we can get. All right, she said it sounded loud. I want to put the mic by my mouth. Right? So let me see how I could hold it. So I attempted to show you some practical ways via the merchants that we have on our Dealshaker platform right here in Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, every country, we have over 190 countries involved in this project. So there are many countries around the world where you can see a variety of stuff in your own native land, in your language. But right in Trinidad, we were able to show you basic household everyday stuff that will be needed in this time. Of course, everybody understands that we locked down. You can't be out and about as you wish, but life still needs to go on. So we still need to eat, we still need to drink, we still need to keep our bodies clean and healthy and stuff like that. So we went through some of those products last week. So this week, what I want to do is show you some of the things again where you can easily acquire on the Dealshaker to keep your surroundings and yourself in top physical condition, looking good, feeling healthy, you know, clean, and etc., etc., etc. But I want to start off with by showing you something again. I want you to take a little journey with me because I want you to understand, really to really appreciate how this Dealshaker, and more specifically our OneCoin, which is the currency we use on Dealshaker, gives you the kind of value that it does. Take a journey with me. Imagine, let's say we can do time travel. Let's go back in time. So imagine going back in time about 5, 6, maybe even 10 years ago, and paying for something at that time, at that cost, but being able to access it now at the price that you would have paid since back then. Let me give a practical example. You know how the airlines work. We have peak time and down times. You know, you have the expensive times of the year, you have the cheaper flights and so on. But as you know, people who travel often would know, if you purchase a ticket when the price is low, if you decide to fly at a point where the price may have gone up, you still get it at the low price. You don't pay a new price because they decide to raise the price. You would have bought your ticket already at X price. So imagine we've gone back, imagine you could have gone back about 5 years and purchased something at a fraction of the current price. So you would have paid for it back then, but you're accessing it today, but based on the price that you would have paid for it 5 years ago. Imagine something like that. Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, what if I tell you that you can get the same kind of benefit without actually doing time travel? That is the beauty of this thing we call OneCoin. Now, it's a lot to get in. I won't get into all of it now, but if you follow the Oneacademy calls during the week, they focus a bit more on that aspect of it. But I can tell you in a nutshell, why that is possible is because everybody who becomes part of this community by acquiring a Oneacademy education course, attached to that is something we call free promotional tokens. Observe the words that I'm using carefully, right? Free promotional tokens attached to the course. You did not pay for the tokens. You got them free because you decided to educate yourself and raise your level of knowledge as far as finance is concerned. So the company gave you some free promotional tokens, which you were then able to mine into what we call the coins, OneCoin. Yeah? Somebody saying they're not hearing me. Are you hearing me now? I'm not sure. I guess I have to hold this by my mouth. I'm not sure why. So you eventually will be able to do what we call mining, and you will mine or simply convert those tokens into coins. Yeah? Again, when you follow the Oneacademy calls, you will hear more about that. Long story short is, having acquired those coins now, it is almost as if we went back in time to be able to pay for something at a cheaper price, but access it today at the more expensive price that it actually is. I'm seeing some messages coming here. I hope people not having problem hearing me. Okay, this says better. Nice. So I guess I'll have to kind of hold this here for the while. So in a nutshell, that is how Dealshaker works. Dealshaker with OneCoin works. Of course, Dealshaker is the platform where our merchants are housed, where you can go and collect, you purchase all sorts of goods and services and pay for it either exclusively or 100% in OneCoin, or you can pay part in OneCoin and part in your traditional currency, whatever it may be. Now, simple logic where that is concerned. If I normally pay, excuse me there 1 minute. If I normally pay $1,000 for an item, for instance, $1,000 cash. But on Dealshaker, I had the opportunity to pay 500 in cash. And the other 500 I would pay for it in coins. Remember, you didn't pay for your coins. Good? So you would have mined your coins. And the mining takes place at a particular conversion rate. So just in a nutshell, just keeping it simple. So in simple explanation, you would not have paid $500 to get your coin. So it's not like you're paying the same 1,000, but just that you're paying half in coin, half in cash. What it would have cost you to acquire those coins is significantly less than the 500. So in essence, you're only paying half of the amount of cash and a small portion of it in coins, which still releases possibly 300, 400, 350, 250 back into your pocket because you had an opportunity to pay a significant portion of your payment in OneCoins. Good. So every time I tell people, once I get the opportunity to use my coins, I have won. One of these days I will do like a personal testimony kind of thing, and I will show you the amount of stuff that I have been able to acquire over the last couple of years using coins and what kind of value that actually made. You will be amazed. So what I want to do now is continuing with coping with COVID, part 2. I want to share just a few things with you that, again, and more so for my people in Trinidad and Tobago. I know a lot of people flustered. I've seen people by the grocery, by the banks, and and people just kind of wondering how to work this thing, how to cope. But again, let me show you some practical examples. So again, last time we dealt with like stuff like food and personal care. What I want to show you now is stuff that you can acquire just to keep your surroundings clean. Because one of the in fact, the main weapon, we have to deal with this COVID thing is cleanliness. They always talk about washing and sanitizing and all that kind of. So being clean, keeping your place and yourself clean is the #1 weapon that we have to deal with this COVID. Good. So just a quick run through again. I've already logged in. Again, you want to see, just a reminder for those who may have forgotten or for those who don't know, because we always have new people coming on, both in the community and looking on. So in order to see what you have, in this case, we're talking about Trinidad and Tobago. So 1, I activate the geolocator right here. So you see now I'm in Trinidad and Tobago. And I have 2 more steps to make. I first have to decide what category I want to browse to look for whatever product or service as the case may be. In this case, let's go for products. And then we have 1 more step after that in the filters, which is deciding which method of collection we want. We have self-approved shipping, which means if I purchase something, let's say from another country, the responsibility to ship it is mine. Then we have what is called redeem at location. That means I go to the merchant's address and collect the item that I would have purchased. And then we have online services, which of course, services that you can access online, maybe some course or some other type of online based, strictly internet based, where you don't have there's not a physical product to collect. You get that through online service. But now we do want to deal with some products, because what I want to do is actually make a small purchase. Again, just as a demonstration so people can see. So these are just some of the items that you can acquire in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me just do a random jump to page 4. And here you're seeing things like plants, painting, shoes, Android TV box, book, eggs, coconut oil, clothes, t-shirts, ice cream, gourmet stuff, snacks, plants, floral arrangement. There's a whole heap of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. But what I've done here, I've pre-selected a few items that I want to focus on a little bit to show you some of this stuff, again, to keep your place, your surroundings clean, because we talk, at the end of the day, we still need to survive this COVID thing, We still have to survive it. So this is one of our such merchants, Clean Tech General Services Limited. Now, this company is amazing. They are primarily a janitorial service company, but they also do rental of vehicles. They also do sales of what we call in Trinidad foreign used vehicles out of Japan primarily. On occasions, they would even do vehicles coming from Singapore, from what Roger told me. But we want to focus on this aspect here, which is the cleaning. Now, this particular deal, 60% OneCoin to clean a 6-piece furniture living room suite. Now, what they also do, and again, I'm just using this as an example, they are also engaged in general cleaning. So you need your floor, you need a carpet cleaned, they will do that for you. You need your tiles cleaned, they will do that for you. You need your surroundings power washed and stuff like that. They will do that for you as well. And you have the opportunity to pay for it partly in once. Here's what the description says: to shampoo, extract, and deodorize fabric furniture using a mixture of format, upholstery, and carpet cleaner. Well, I guess this is the brand, the particular model of the stain remover, and so on. They said we are also mobile and we will come, and this is the nice thing, they will come to you. So for instance, maybe you would have had a case where somebody in your house, in your home, may have tested positive for COVID-19 and they would have had to be quarantined. Well, you still need to sanitize your place. Here is a merchant that you can call on to get yourself, get your business, get your place back up to peak condition. Sanitize, wipe down, scrub down, do what you need to do because you need to get your surroundings clean. Let's take another one. And I'll be very short this today because I want Ms. Sharon to get a nice ample time to focus and showcase what she has to offer. Here is another one: landscaping, bush cutting, power washing, etc. Again, stuff that because I've recently been seeing, I saw a couple of videos where people come home, maybe they went to the grocery or whatever, and they stop by the door, and then somebody would rush out and douse them with a bucket of soap water or some, and spray them down with some detergent and wash them down right there. Now it looks funny, but it's serious because you don't know what that person may have touched when they were outside and they bring in this wash. Well, you may not necessarily wash them down, but again, the contact points is a matter of keeping it clean. So this is another merchant that you can access. The deal may vary based on job needed. We do bush and tree cutting, pressure washing, etc. to maintain your house surroundings, blah, 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 blah. Again, this is a partial OneCoin deal, so you pay part of it in once and you pay part of it in cash. If you go on to the Dealshaker, of course, you would see the merchant contact numbers and information below. So feel free, you're looking at the Zoom, feel free to contact the merchant. Then they write in Wallafield Komoto, 370-7572. Contact them. Let them come and sort out your place. I just have two more quick. I say I will be very short, 15 minutes or gone already. This is another very, very important merchant that I've come to love. Simply Gems. Let me just make this thing smaller here. Simply Gems is a local business that makes handicraft. They involve in a lot of craft-based stuff, but they have also come out with their own line, and they've been getting rave reviews about this on a number of different social platforms. They have created their own line of personal care products, deodorants, body mist, soap, etc. We use this, ladies and gentlemen, and I can tell you we love it. It is amazing. The deodorants, a little dash, not you don't have to scrub under your arm with it, just a little dash, and it lasts. I mean, next day we wake up and you're still smelling this thing strong under your arm, and it's not overpowering. It's a very nice, mild scent, very pleasing to the nostril. You know, the soaps have, of course, they have antibacterial properties, but they're very healthy. The body mist, oh my, these are just amazing products. Again, feel free to reach out to the merchant. And what do you get? It's a time to pamper yourself with your exclusive bath set. The value coupon represents 77%, 77.36 in ones, which is valued at $239. The entire deal is valued at $299. So you pay $60 in cash and you pay the rest of it in ones. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is worth every cent that you pay. Now, I'm not marketing the merchant, but I'm also showing you the quality merchants that we have and how the kinds of stuff you can get that you would pay big money for. No disrespect to the pharmaceuticals, but here is a case where you can also support your own. And I'm sure many other countries around the world will have similar cases where they have local manufacturers creating basic household products that they use every day. Support your own. Support your own, support your own, support your own. Again, the merchant contact is here, 493-0088. Let me just give you one more, and I am kind of close, and I will actually make a purchase here to show people how simple it is to do it. So again, one of our favorites, and she's a favorite simply because we get quality products from Miss Shobha Gopi Chan Singh, RC Fresh Fruits. A variety of 7 fresh fruits selected from pineapple, citrus, bananas, foreign plums, apples, pears, pawpaw, watermelon, grapes, strawberries, cherries based on seasonal availability and packaged for you. And we even have things like lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, what else? Those of us who like ground provision, the ground provision is a big thing in the Caribbean. You'll get your dasheen and your yam and your sweet potato and your Irish potatoes and stuff like that. All here, and look at the price, 0.44 in ones. Here's the deal. The voucher is 50% in ones. So you pay $100 cash. It's a $200 deal. You pay 100 TT in cash and you pay the balance worth in 1.441 coins and you get your goods. You call the merchant, you arrange for pickup, 319-3739. You call Miss Shobha, you can make your purchase and you just make arrangement to pick up your goods from her. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just the tip, literally the tip of the iceberg. As I said, there's a heap of stuff. Let me just close this share for a minute. There are tons of things you can get. Oh my. I'm sorry about the mic issue. I wasn't seeing the chats while I was presenting. I'll have to figure out exactly what's happening here. So again, my apologies, but I hope you were able to grasp something from what I was able to share, even if just by the pictures. So I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, Dealshaker and OneCoin is presenting people with real life, real workable scenarios to help them cope specifically with this COVID-19 scenario. Jump on, jump in. Don't do like others and I mean, it's 3 years this thing is going. You've been hearing testimony upon testimony of people who have been able to do all sorts of crazy stuff that they would not have been able to do otherwise, or that would have cost them significantly more Otherwise, on another presentation, I will focus solely on things like vehicles and land and stuff like that. And you will be amazed to see what people have been doing and the kind of costs it works out to them. All right. So don't sit back and keep watching and wondering if it could work. We listen, there are testimonies about, I'm sure there's somebody you know, because there are thousands of us in Trinidad and Tobago involved in this community. I'm almost sure you will come across somebody you know that have told you something about this Dealshaker process and about OneCoin and what they were able to do and stuff like that. So get in touch with them. Get in touch with them. Find out how you can get involved. Find out how you can become a merchant. Because this is very important, because now you have a global community of 3.6 million and growing every day that will get instant exposure to your business. Let me just give you one quick testimony before I hand over back to the host. The very first merchant I showed you, Cleantech General Services, when I was helping him to set up his deals, we put up his car deals. We put up his first set of car deals for, you know, a couple cars for sale. Now, Roger has been doing foreign used cars for quite a while. I actually bought a couple of my vehicles from him. So he has some following in Trinidad, Tobago. He's fairly well known. But within days of putting his deals up on the Dealshaker, he called me one day. He said, Eric, come and look at this. And here is a list of messages and emails of people in Cambodia, in Vietnam, in other countries or the Eastern Bloc in Europe, wanting to know if he will ship his cars to them. So almost instantly, Roger became internationally recognized simply because of putting his business on Dealshaker. And it cost him little to nothing to do that. So get in touch with us, folks. We will show you how to get your business on, how to become a merchant, and how to get real value out of this thing. So let me at this point hand over back to our host, Mr. Noel Emmanuel Jack.
Okay, folks. Okay, folks. Thank you very much. What a wonderful, very pragmatic and comprehensive presentation by the captain of the Dealshaker team in Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Eric Alvarez. We thank you very much for that very, very pragmatic approach, fitting the various deals locally here, and of course, by extension, the Caribbean and the world. And you can see the usability of the coin in action. So to close the call, we're going to bring on our merchant of the day, Mrs. Sharon Ali Aziz. And that's a little about her. She is the CEO of a media house, film and television production services. She has a background of working within the corporate sector in finance and the educational field as well. She has worked and studied both the traditional and online media. She comes with a master's level of expertise in this field. So Mrs. Ali, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you as the merchant of today, where you'll talk a little about your experience and how you have added value to others, and how you yourself have profited from this Dealshaker e-commerce platform. Welcome on the call. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me today. Are you hearing me okay?
Loud and clear.
Nice. Yes, thank you so much for having me today. It's always a pleasure to be with this community. I have grown so much among you. Meeting people within the community has helped me to build my confidence level and helped me to explore what I can offer the community at large. So how I started. When I started off in 2018, I started off selling Total Life Changes products. And at that point in time, I didn't understand much about Dealshaker or about the network. And also at that time, I was very disenchanted with both the banking sector and the insurance industry. I had an experience where I worked at Unitrust, and I saw that at Unitrust, the bank itself was existing with just 10% of the profits. And that led me to ask some questions with regard to how the banking sector has been charging fees, and are they actually fulfilling the purpose in which they were created, even and also for the insurance industry. So when I heard about the Dealshaker, thanks to Eric Alvarez, I was very pleased with what I heard, and I didn't just take it as it is. I came to 2 presentations before I actually started digesting everything that I was hearing. And with that, I started off on the Dealshaker platform. And I want you to know that to this date, I don't have a package, not because I really planned it that way, but that's how it happened. And in time, I will have a package. But I started off on the Dealshaker platform. And I started off with the Dealshaker and through the bazaar. So I offered a lot of my products, Total Life Changes products, under Incredible Products. Was the name of the store, and I offered that at the bazaar in Macoya. That was in December 2018. As time went by and I started understanding more about the Dealshaker platform, I started realizing, okay, so there's more that I could do. And I started digging deep inside to see what I can offer that was closer to my own skill set. So I now have another store called Film and Television Production Services, and I offer services in producing and scripting documentaries, scripted film. I offer marketing strategies because I am a media manager by profession. I have a master's, as indicated before. So that means I am able to offer and extend myself a little bit more beyond than just being a media house. Strictly film and television, I can offer marketing strategies and business development plans. Particularly for this time that we are in, a lot of things are changing. The entire business sector is evolving before us. It's an entire new environment everybody has to function in. So it's important to have a business plan that suits the changes and also shows that your business can be agile and to grow and develop with a plan. Your marketing strategy has to fall in line with that as well. I have extended my service line. I've extended it to include publishing, which is traditional media and online media, publishing on Amazon and Kindle, ghostwriting, and also editing. And that comes out of an experience. So what I want to say at this point is that there are a lot of IMAs out there who are not on Dealshaker, right? Maybe because they don't think they have something to offer. But as time went by, I started exploring myself more, exploring all the things that I could do. And I had opened myself up to challenges on a personal level. I was asked to, it's a very strange job that I was given. Someone had died, unfortunately, and she had left a lot of stuff behind. And her sister, who had permission to access everything and to do with it as she saw fit, wanted to honor her memory, her sister's memory. So she hired me to go through all the assets. I had to go through all the collections and all the writing. She had done both research, academic writing, and also creative writing. So I was asked to come in and to assess everything. And we came working with her, we came up with a plan, which was a 3-step approach as what could be done with the assets, how best to honor her memory and how best to utilize her life's work so that it doesn't just remain on a shelf. So we did come up with a plan, and out of that experience, I got into publishing and editing. And so I am now able to offer these services, which will be coming on board from the 6th of April. I also now do website design. And it is important now because more people are going more and more on the internet and depending more on the internet to not just have their voice heard, but also to get their business out there, to be able to reach out to the market. So it's important to have these things in place. The website is critical for any business. A unique thing too, which is a little bit more fun, is that I always wanted to do photo romance. but they just didn't seem to have a market for it. So because of the Dealshaker, I am now able to offer this as a service that if you want to propose to somebody, you could create a romance and involve them in it, or you can also celebrate an anniversary by creating your love story as a photo romance. And so I have been able to dig deep within myself because I understood that the Dealshaker allows you to really offer more, become more integrated into a community to help each other. And I got that confidence level and that encouragement from the community itself. So I just want to say thank you so very much for having me. And I want to also wish everyone the best. And I want to remind you all to cover up. So thank you for this time. And back to you, Mr. Noel, Jack.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, Sharon, and thank you to all and Sanji who were on the call, all the attendees, all the panelists, and those who are working in the background, like Mr. Carabai, and also Ivan and Michelle Mark, Patrice, James, and King James, who are facilitating this whole call here in the technical background. We want to remind you that we have this call every day, Monday to Friday, that is, at noon, 12 o'clock. And we encourage you to invite everyone on the call, get more merchants on the call, you yourself update your deals, get some business on the deal. And you see Sharon presented such a wonderful opportunity for us to access her services in the media field, in the publishing field, and so many other aspects. Indeed, it was a wonderful call, Sharon. We thank you very much. We thank you, Mr. Eric Alvarez, for being on the call today. So that's a wrap. Thereabout tonight, also a gentle reminder, we have the One Life presentation at 8 o'clock. So don't miss it. We need this opportunity to affect the lives of all your friends and all your families who are looking for a way out for financial freedom and success. So without any further ado, I would just like to end this call right now and thank everyone. Everyone be safe out there. Remember to wear the mask. Is now proven that in some circumstances, you have what is called microparticles of the virus and it's airborne to some extent. So wear a mask, sanitize, don't touch your hands, don't touch your mouth, be clean, and let's keep building the One Life Network and the Dealshaker platform. So this is Brother Noel, shining out. One's out. Thank you very much.